Hey guys, Dre here with Return of Baldylocks, the road to 513. I did a little training session today with my friend Kevin at my local climbing gym. And it was kind of cool to get into a climbing gym and be able to climb and train without having to use just the auto belays. So I had much more options to choose from as far as routes went. The goal today was to jump on some harder things and just kind of see where my training is taking me and where I'm at and where I need to make adjustments and change and all that. Again, still need to trim up a little bit, but that's slowly happening, I think. Anyway, we did a 5-7 warm up and then jumped right into 11B. I do have video footage of that. Did fairly well on that. Almost got the whole thing done on the on-site. Just got super pumped at the end. That video, I will apologize in advance. For whatever reason, the lighting was there was a giant bay window next to the route. And I think all that light was causing it to look pretty dark. Again, I'll put the video up, but again, it's just dark. You can still see what's going on. And then I got on a 13A. Didn't do super hot on that. I only got I got like 2 moves into it before I came off. I'm not sure if I'm going to put video of that up or not. It's just, there it is, right? Like I just didn't do well on it. But then we did do a 12A and I did quite well on that. I got over half the route done without falling on the first on-site attempt, I guess you would say. So that was super encouraging. I also ran into an old friend of mine and ex-professional climber, Bobby Bensman, at the gym, and asked her for any advice she had on climbing 513, and because she's climbed plenty of them, still climbs them. And her and her guy Kurt offered some suggestions for some good 513s to kind of like shoot towards as we're like going down this path. But then the other big advice is she was telling me about this thing called I think it's a kilter wall. I've heard about them. They were never relevant or even around in my day. They're relatively new, but they do look awesome. And she was telling me that like it's, in her mind, invaluable for my training to go actually ultimately climb 513. So tomorrow I will be exploring that. In the meantime, I will have those videos up here in a second of the 11B and the 12A. And I think there's a 10C in there too that I might throw in there as well. And then I'll meet you right back there and we'll talk more. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. right, welcome back. Thanks for checking those out. Yeah, I don't know. They were encouraging, especially the 512. I thought I did pretty good. It is becoming clear that I need to find routes that are tailored to me with my restrictions, again, with this arm that won't straighten any more than that. My buddy Kevin jumped on a 12B, and he kept trying to make this like long right hand, like kind of a high step to a long reach outright. I didn't even try that route. I was like, there's no way with my crippled arm that's going to happen. So I didn't even do that. But a couple of routes, like it was funny to see how like an easier route, like a 510 plus, would be a little harder for me if it was reachy, especially if it was a right reach. Whereas like the 512 seemed to not have too much extremes either way as far as being reachy or not. And I did pretty well on that. So anyway, that's just kind of wanted to throw that out there, something to think about. And then future videos, I will be exploring. I think tomorrow morning I'll be doing my first workout on this kilter wall that my friend Bobby suggested that I use for my training and trying to achieve this goal of climbing 513. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.